Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Andrew Brazis. I am a business consultant and marketing professional, and the content on this channel is to help improve overall marketing education and mental health around just marketing, business, and entrepreneurship, and also to help you progress through life as an individual in a way that's sustainable for you. So hopefully you love the content coming up, and I will see you on the other side. Welcome back. This video is for my mental health professionals out there. I have a great page at my website, bdigitalseo.com/growmypractice, and this page is completely free to access. It's created for the mental health professionals out there who are looking to either add more clients to their schedule or hire some more therapists. It's really a direct marketing resource to solve those issues. And with that page, I wanted to talk about the newest edition of resources that I've added, and that would be the Psychology Today Profile Checklist. The Psychology Today Profile Checklist is a free resource for mental health professionals. If you own a private practice or a group practice, it doesn't matter. It works for both. And this resource goes through a couple of things you can do to optimize your profile conversion rates and how to stand out against all the other millions and millions and millions of therapists in your area who are also searching for the same types of clients. So if you are a mental health professional and you feel like you're struggling on your Psychology Today profile, go grab my free resource. So the Psychology Today Profile Checklist resource is going to help improve your first impressions. So when somebody searches for you on Psychology Today, you're going to show up in a way that's going to stand out to their therapists, and it's going to make you get that first initial click that's very, very important. And then it's going to also help you curate your content in a way that's authentic to who you are as a person, the types of modalities that you do and use, and walk your potential client through the process of signing up and scheduling with you for that first call. And lastly, there's also a couple of tips and tricks on there as far as techniques are concerned to build trust. And all of these are digital marketing best practices. And I decided to use this in a way to help serve the mental health community the best that I know how. It's free. You just go to the link that I put in either the description or it's in my bio. And once you have access and you go through it and you see that it's useful, please share with any other mental health professionals. I am really trying hard to bring what I know about digital marketing into the mental health community. And this resource is one thing that I got a lot of requests for. This was a pretty big issue of people not being able to optimize their profile on there. They would have a Psychology Today profile, but not getting the return that they were told they would get. So going on to a little bit more in depth of what's in there. So the first thing is that first impression. So understanding when somebody searches for a therapist through Psychology Today, what does the client see? And I walk you through on the best practices for how you should set up your photo, types of photos you should use, how you should structure your content just to make sure that that content is showing up in the best way possible for that first impression. And then I also go through the content structure guidelines. So with Psychology Today, you have 3 paragraphs, and that's not a ton of space. Tell them everything about your practice or about who you are as an individual. So that's broken up into 3 sections. So that the first section is the pain points, and that's understanding and empathizing with your clients. So you know who you serve, be it grief or anxiety or all the above. And if you take those pain points and you put them into a way that is empathetic and kind of full of yous and not I's, you show the client that you understand what it's like to be in their shoes. And this is a marketing tactic. This is a copywriting sales tactic that is used in marketing all the time. I walk you through how to do this in the resource that I'm sharing here. These pain points really speak to the individual and really help build that first foundation of trust, which is so, so important, especially when you're working in the mental health world. Paragraph number 2 is taking the client from their pain to their solution and how you do that for them. So this is connecting the dots first and foremost from their pain points to your solution, and then talking to them about the benefits of your solution and how that works for them. So in essence, again, going back to marketing best practices and going back to copywriting and content curated to convert. You're essentially taking them from this pain to the dream or the solution that they want to have, in their life. And then once you do that, that leads you to paragraph number 3. So going into paragraph number 3, this is where you have the chance to plug your information, talk about yourself as a therapist and as an individual. I think it's really important to, pull back the therapist mask once in a while, and especially here when you're building trust, and to show them, hey, yes, I'm a therapist, but I'm also a human too, and I have these problems as well, and this is what therapy has done for me. And then at the end, you can plug your stuff. So you can put in, your schedule link or your phone number or whatever your process is for onboarding new clients. So these 3 things will completely revamp your profile and how you take clients from Psychology Today, from just being random people searching to interested potential clients and opportunities to people that you work with. And last on this list is the trust building strategies. So building trust as a therapist with your clients is so vital to having a really good relationship. I feel like anybody could agree with that. And the trust starts when they view your profile. It isn't the first conversation you have with them. It's their first interaction with you. And that first interaction with you almost always is digitally these days, right? So making sure that the things you are saying are authentic and genuine to the type of people you want to bring in. And when you build this trust up, you're going to find that it's going to be a lot easier for you to not just bring in clients, but retain those clients over time. Another thing with trust building is endorsements. So most therapists have their own inner network, right? Locally, or maybe it's, you guys went to the same school. If you can get other therapists to endorse you, it's almost like a review from another therapist to show that you're trustworthy. And if you're able to do that, you're going to bring in more eyeballs. You're essentially going to create more trust from outside sources. So when people go to read your profile, and if they like what they read, there's no second or third guessing whether or not that you are a good fit. They don't have to go to your website to see your reviews or hunt down your Google Business profile, which you should have, and read your reviews there. They automatically know, oh, well, if this other therapist supports this therapist, then they must be good. So this is really, really important to consider and make sure you're doing it well. Another way for building trust on your Psychology Today profile, and this is probably the hardest thing to do, that is recording just a small intro video about you. There's a lot of reasons why this is amazing, but the biggest one is most people are too afraid to put a video of themselves on the internet. I get that, okay? It's hard, it's vulnerable, it's not fun, but when you do it, it's really not so bad. The second part of the video is not only is nobody doing it, but it allows a client to get a version of you that they wouldn't otherwise get unless they're in session with you. So you're able to essentially, give a short meet and greet virtually via the video without needing to get them on a call or, have that first initial discussion with them or whatever your process is. That really helps in building trust. Now, when it comes to making the video, what I recommend you do is the 3 paragraphs from earlier that you use, just almost, I wouldn't say read them verbatim, but use that as a guideline to record your video. So you talk about their pain points, you talk about the solution and your modalities that you work in, and also talk about yourself in the end, and then you can plug. That's really great, and you can do that in a couple of minutes, and really, it's very uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, once you get it up there, it's done, and you don't have to worry about it, and it only takes 5 to maybe 15 minutes if you really think about it too hard to get it out there. And those things will change how your Psychology Today profile operates, and it's going to be really good for you as a therapist, and it's also going to help you get more aligned clients into your practice. So if you're able to make those changes and do this, then great. And if you found the Psychology Today profile checklist helpful, please, please, please share it with other therapists. I don't ask for anything in return for this other than that you share it with those that you think it'll help. Because as somebody has been a digital marketer for over 5 years now, I really got into the mental health side of things about 2.5, 3 years ago. I really deep dived into it. And I am not a therapist. So I don't have the same resources to help people in mental health, but I do feel like it really is a pandemic, and this is the only way that I know how to help that issue going on, is creating resources like this and helping therapists scale their practice so they can reach more and more people and help more and more people. So that's the goal of this. Again, I'm not asking for anything in return, just share with other therapists if you find it helpful. So again, I'm going to put the link for that either in the description or in the bio, depending on where you're watching this video. If you found the information here in the video helpful or insightful in any way, please share, in your circles, social media, whatever, just to spread the word about what I'm doing. If you have any other types of topics that you would like me to talk about, be it marketing, business, mental health, or just individual wellness, please comment below. I have a whole list of things I'm rolling out here in the next year or so. You've made it through the video. If you would like to see some more, there's a video up here for you guys, and also a video up here to check out. Thank you so much again for coming through, and I hope to see you guys next time.